Again folks, how's all doing? A chap called Bob got in touch with me recently and asked if I'd like to have this Lima Class 37 Mary Queen of Scots as a donation. He watches my videos and wanted to give me this as a wee thank you. I'm very selective about donations these days, as I've explained before, but as you probably know, I'm a big fan of Lima diesels, 37s especially, and having a Scottish connection as well meant I was only too happy to accept Bob's offer. Class 37s are the locomotive I seem to be collecting, and there's a lot of old Lima ones to look out for. So a big thank you to Bob for sending me this. It's very much appreciated. So being a Lima loco, I'm going to fit a CD motor as I always do, and I should have another nice running Class 37 in my fleet. Let's turn on the power and see how it runs just now. So that seems to be running okay, maybe needs a wee bit of a service, but as I say, I'm going to fit a CD motor and it will run even better. Okay, let's back it into the shed. Alright, a very nice Class 37, courtesy of Bob. I can see me ending up owning probably quite a lot of Class 37s, I think, and especially these old Lima ones. There's plenty of them, and whenever I'm at an exhibition, I'm always on the lookout for a Lima 37 in particular. And if I'd seen this at an exhibition, I would almost certainly have bought it if it was going for a reasonable price. So thank you very much to Bob. I'm going to fit a CD motor from diesel-trains.co.uk, as I always do. I kind of just do it as a matter of course. This would run absolutely fine, because it's running fine just now. Maybe needs a wee bit of a service. And it would run fine, so you don't have to fit a CD motor. Some people prefer the old motors. I prefer the CD motors in a Lima diesel. I just prefer the noise it makes. Although this was pretty smooth running actually. But we'll fit the CD motor. You've seen me do this umpteen times, so I'll probably edit this quite a bit, just to make it fairly short. Right, okay, we'll open it up. Unclips. I'm very familiar with Lima diesels. I've worked on many of them. Crikey, I think somebody's been in here. It's been rewired. You never know what to expect when you open up a model, you really don't. Is that glue or is it grease? Yeah, it's grease. Somebody's greased up where the bogie rubs against the chassis. It's fine, not a problem with that. Just got the one pickup at the front. It's a wee bit of a shame. We'll see how it goes. It is possible to fit a guitar string pickup to the other wheels. They look a bit oily actually. Might need to give these a good clean. But other than that, it all looks absolutely fine. But we'll replace that wire because we're fitting a new motor anyway. I'll do this as quickly as I can and I'll edit it. So you won't have to see me go through all this again. You know what I do. Oh no, it does have the extra pickup. There's just no wire for it. That's good. So this bogie will pick up from those two wheels and that wheel and that wheel. So that's good. Just need to fit a wire. We will undo these screws. Snip that. Snip that. We get rid of that, we get rid of the brushes and springs. There's a little rogue screw. It must have been sucked into the magnet. Like I say, you never know what you're going to find in a locomotive. An old one anyway, when you open it up. Go. Right, there we go. We'll give this a bit of a scoosh and a clean up. Clean the axles out, they're a bit dirty. Yeah, we're all good. It's a bit late in the day, so I don't know if I'll get this done before beer o'clock. but we'll see. I think the thread's a bit stripped on that screw, but never mind. Right, I'm just going to put... Right, we'll fit the motor. What have I done with it? Here it is. Pop that in, like so. And as I've said before when doing this, check the shaft of the motor is kind of in the middle of that bearing. You don't want it hitting the bearing. So usually just tightening and backing off these screws a little bit will adjust it. That looks pretty good. Fine. Don't over tighten those screws. Okay. I think we will need to give this a bit of a clean up, because otherwise it'll not pick up very well. It's been over oiled. Yeesh. We'll clean these up. Right, I'll need to check the polarity. Invariably it's the blue wire that goes to the back that would connect up to this wire, and in this case it's also going to connect to the other pickup, so there'll need to be a second wire going to the other pickup on the front, and the pickup that pokes through here will connect to that wire. But sometimes it's the other way about. Sometimes the red wire goes to the back. Right, okay, I'll stick it on the track. Yep, blue wire to the back. There we go, we'll shrink that. It's kind of close to the plastic of the motor casing in the chassis, so we'll just use the soldering iron to shrink it. Just takes longer doing this than using a lighter, but it's safer. Alright, okay, so that's that. We'll need to solder a wire onto... we need to connect that with that. Is that going to be long enough as it is? I just connect that together. Yeah, it should be. That's fine. That. Can use the lighter on this. See, so much quicker. Right, okay, so that will connect to there, that will connect to the other pickup. Don't know why they've put that on there. So that's covering the hole for the pickup wire. There we go. Put that on there, put the weight, and that should be that. Okay, quick test. There it goes. That's fine. Righto, I'm out of time. It's beer o'clock, so I'm going to put the body on this tomorrow, and we'll give it a run on the layout. Need to think about what to run it with. Did a 37 special with the Curascale model just recently. Have a think about that. Anyway, time for a drink. Right, okay, this is the next day, following morning. I'm still half asleep, to be honest. Right, going to tidy up the wires, get the body on, and then we'll get this onto the layout. So we want to get the wires away from the gears. So we'll route them down that side of the weight. So maybe just a wee bit tape in there. Yeah, a bit tape there, that'll do it. Get a bit of duct tape. What have I done with my scissors? What is it about scissors? What on earth have I done with my scissors? What is it about scissors? Scissors and pens. They'll be in the layout room, I think. No, I can't find them. I had them yesterday, I was using them yesterday, and I can't find them. I bought a pack of scissors just at a supermarket, just a cheap pack. So I thought, I'm fed up of losing scissors. And 2 out of 3 have now disappeared. Got another set downstairs, but they almost just sit here. Right, I shall find them later. I'm just going to cut this with a knife. Keeps those wires in place. It's another good thing about Lima diesels. There's plenty of room. You know, if you wanted to convert this to DCC, plenty of room for a socket and a decoder. You could even add sound to it. I mean, there's plenty of room. So yeah, as I say, you know, Lima diesels have so much going for them. They're cheap to buy. They're very robust. They're easy to service. They'll take a CD motor extremely well. They'd be dead easy to convert to DCC. And yeah, they've maybe not got the level of detail as a modern model, but to me they're detailed enough. You know, it really doesn't matter that much to me. It's just a shame their steam models were never that good, but they're diesels. They're great. And you know, for anybody watching this who's just getting into the hobby, look at Lima diesels and learn how to service them. They're not difficult to service. If you go back through my videos, I've done a few, and they're not difficult to convert with a CD motor. A huge advocate of Lima diesels. I know I keep going on about them, and I will continue to keep going on about them. And I think modern manufacturers like Hornby, Bachmann, dare I mention Accurascale, could learn a lot by looking at what Lima did with their diesels. Right, okay, we shall put the body on. Will we have the vent at the front, or we'll have it that way? I think we'll go that way. You can put it either way around on these. The only thing I would complain about Lima diesels is the couplings. You know, the couplings are all part of the bogie frame. So the only way to remove it is just to cut it off. And I'm kind of tempted to do that with the front coupling. Just keep a coupling at the back, but I'll leave this just now. But yeah, you can always cut that off because it is quite an ugly thing. Right, test run. Okay, power on, and away it goes. Current draw, about 70 milliamps. Okay then, we'll pull it out of the shed. Right, so there we go. That's Mary Queen of Scots added to the fleet and the 37 collection, thanks to Bob. Runs very nicely with that typical Lima with a CD motor whirring noise, which I quite like. The front bogie wheels of this could do with being replaced, I think. They've been, I think they've been subjected to some sort of punishment at some point, and they're a wee bit buckled. I'll pick up some replacements from somewhere. Otherwise, this is a nice old Lima 37 and right at home on the layout, so thank you once again to Bob. Okay folks, catch yous later.